Welcome to the starting 11 show for Everton versus Manchester United. Me and Matt put our heads together and just pick the team that we want to see starting on Sunday. We want to see, not necessarily what Ronald Koeman will pick. If he watches this show, maybe we'll give him some ideas. Matt, who've we gone for in goal?
Martin Stecklenberg in goal.
Just be honest.
Yeah. To be fair, after a couple of rough games, he put in a good performance at Southampton, didn't he? Probably the only one, you could say. Yeah. You could hold his hands up, say he had a decent game, so he made a good save. I think he deserves to stay in at the moment.
Stay in. You've made the change at right back?
Yeah, definitely. I think Seamus Coleman been really poor the last few weeks. Goal, Swansea, that was saved us a little bit, but in terms of his overall play, his defending, his going forward, not really working at the moment. And I think Mason Holgate, that time is right to bring him back in. He was outstanding earlier in the season. Shouldn't have been out the side anyway, should he really? So get him in there, some youthful exuberance in the back, which I think we need.
Definitely. I mean, there's no decision to be made at left back. Obviously, Leighton Baines still the number one left back at the club, quite comfortably. In defence, Ashley Williams keeps his place. People have been critical of Ashley Williams this season. I think he started off really well. It's been a little bit ropey of late, but I think that's because of him and Jags just isn't working, is it? Hence why you've made the change.
Yeah. Well, I think Morey, maybe time could be right to bring him in there now. I'm not the biggest fan of the lad. I think there's the areas of the game which are really raw and worry me quite a lot. But Jagielka at the moment just looks like he needs to be rested, doesn't he? Making too many errors, too many sloppy decisions. And when you're the captain of the team, you want to be leading by example, not having someone to compensate for you all the time. And Morey's been talking a lot about he thinks he deserves more chances on the pitch. Another goal threat as well, maybe, that we could have in the team from a set piece. That's something we've not had enough of recently.
It could be key in this game.
Exactly, yeah. So United are a big, strong side, aren't they? So I think he deserves his chance now because Jagielka's just simply not been good enough.
No, fair points. Midfield, obviously, we've got Garner and Gareth Barry. They've been, in the main, they've been a good partnership this season, haven't they? Gareth Barry underperformed at St Mary's at the weekend, but they've been a strong partnership for us at the middle of the park. Yeah,
and it's going to be a key area, isn't it? Because you look at United, I think they've struggled for balance in there as well. I think Pogba's played in fits and starts. Herrera's done pretty well of late. But Mourinho's not really settled on a pair in there that's done particularly well. So if those two can strike up that understanding, it could give us a foothold in there. And I think Idrissa Gueye's probably been, in these poor games we've had recently, he's probably been the standout man for me in terms of performances. Missed a couple of sitters against Southampton, didn't he, admittedly? Well, the one was a sitter, wasn't it? That's an area he needs to improve on, but he gives us so much in terms of his tackling, his industry, and that portion of the pitch. So they're both a shoe-in for me still in that area.
And then a wild card that we've gone for, we've just decided.
2 wild cards, haven't we?
We have, but we'll go for this wild card first. Obviously, Tom Davies, as you can see. Throw him in, see what the kid's got. Why not? He doesn't look arse when he plays, he just goes, I'm Tom Davies, I've got half a cat head and I'm gonna boss the game. Why not?
Socks slung down and everything. Great stuff. But yeah, I think in that position as well in front of them too, you've got that security there, haven't you? So if he does have a tough time of it, can't really get to grips with the game, you've got the security there, and it'll give him licence to bomb on as well. And I think that's something we've seen in his short Everton career so far. He does seem to relish that. He can carry the ball forward, make some good penetrating runs into the box. And Ross Barkley's just not been doing that, have he? Recently enough at all. Poor again against Southampton. That West Ham game he had was, it wasn't.
That's been the exception rather than the rule lately, hasn't it?
He's not been consistent enough. So Davis deserves a chance, and I think we've been championing him for a while now. And I think it'll give everybody a huge boost going to the game on Sunday.
And I think that youthful exuberance could work against United. He's going to be hungry. He's going to want to prove himself. And I think with, like you said, with the added protection of Garner and Barry, why not? Our other wild card, Enner Valencia. Just get him in. And what we've done here, I suppose, I mean, I'd like to see a more orthodox 4-4-2 at times, but this enables Koeman to still have that 4-5-1, 4-3-3, if you like. And what I'd be liking to see from Valencia in this is making it a 4-3-3 when we're defending, so make sure you go wide. But when we're attacking, get in that box, get alongside Romelu Lukaku and give them something to think about.
Yeah, and I think that's side for United as well. Valencia's been injured, hasn't he? Darmian's come in and not really done too much there. I think he's used Fosu Mensah there a couple of times as well. So that's an area of the pitch they're quite uncertain of. And it's maybe an area you can target them. If you could ping a few long balls out to that area on the left-hand side, you could beat them in the air. But like you said, you want to see him making those runs into the box, wouldn't you, from there? And ultimately, in that position, we've seen Morales fail, Delafeu fail, Aaron Lennon's not been good enough. He's an odd one, you'd say. He deserves a chance now. Not just that 10 minutes at the end of the game, not just the 5 minutes at the end of the game. Give him a chance in what's probably his best position and get him close to the run.
And of course, obviously, we've got Yannick Bolasie on the other side. Bolasie, ironically for me, Bolasie seems better on the right-hand side, but with Valencia, they could swap over as well and try and mix it up a little bit. Bolasie, just a quick one on him. People giving him a little bit of stick. I mean, he's created 4 goals and scored 1 himself. He is erratic. He will do things that make you pull your hair out. But he looks like our only threat at times, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I think what we've seen recently, I think we said this on the final word, the teams are just doubling up on him now. And when you've got those 2 men on you all the time, it's tough for wingers. But I think I agree with you being him on the right. I think playing him there seems to simplify his game a little bit. You know, because he's not a player who's going to cut in on his left foot and shoot, is he, at all? It simplifies it for him. He can beat his man on the outside, get crosses into the box, and that's what we've seen him at his best for Everton. So I'd like to see him up there. And obviously Lukaku up front. I don't think he's not really done particularly well against United in the past, has he? I don't think for us. No. I think there's that one game under Dave when United had David Moyes. He played well then, but he seems to have struggled against the likes of Blind and Smalling, who will be at the back for United at the weekend in the past. So it's going to be a big challenge for him as well, and the type of game you'd expect him to come to the fore in.
He got a hat-trick for West Brom against United.
Yeah, of course,
5-all a few years ago, didn't he? So maybe it's time for him to do. And I think adding Valencia in there will get the best out of Ron. Give him a partner, give him someone to do the work with, you know, and maybe that'll free him up a little bit, because we know that if we give him chances, he'll get us goals. It's just that his isolation's now becoming the way it was under Martinez. He's just left on his own, and it is disheartening. You know, he can be doing more, but I think we both agree he needs to do more, but it's also on your own, just without anyone to help you. It can be a lonely place up there.
Yeah. And we'd have Nias on the bench as well, obviously.
Without a shadow.
His goal scoring performance in midweek,
Just get him on the bench. Get him on the bench.
Not a wild card.
Why not? That's the team that will beat Manchester United this Sunday at Goodison Park. Let us know what you think about the team for Sunday. Ped's dancing with a Ghana clothes top on in the background. Let us know what you think about that side. What changes would you make, and can this team beat Manchester United? And also, does Oumar Nias deserve a chance on the bench? If you say no, we don't care, because we think he does. Let us know what you think. Thanks for joining us. Catch you next time on Toffee TV.